Hey, Shalom Yasharala, which means peace, Israel. I'd like to start out by giving our praises, our honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Hawakakwadash. Yahweh, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the world ignorantly calls God. Jehovah, Yahweh, or Ahaya. By Hashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai is the true and powerful mighty name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the Hakodash is the Holy Spirit according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I would like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, and to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'm the brother Yuan, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing is edifying to the Lord's elect. And today I just want to go into how the Lord is visiting the earth, man. Okay, because, I mean, it's clear and evident that the second coming of Yahweh Shai is, right around the corner. I ain't gonna say right around the corner. It's like at the front door. Okay, he's about to put his hand up and knock on the door. But a lot of people are still playing around like this is a joke, man. Just like during the times of Noah. Okay, so I got a few scriptures lined up. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it out. I'm gonna open up with the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right. And we see that, the things that were said in in different prophecies or visions are being brought to pass before our eyes. We're living in a time of biblical end time prophecy. Okay? And let's go into some of these visions that are being spoken right now. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 6. And it reads, Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Lord of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and with great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fires. And the multitude of all nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, that distress her shall be as a dream in a night vision. But the point being is, verse 6, that thou is going to be visited of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, with thunder, earthquakes. You have earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, storm and tempest. You just had different sets of hurricanes. We're still in hurricane season. Different storms. Okay, and then it said flame of devouring fires. You have different wildfires. Oh, and then, going back into storms and tempests, you have them tornadoes too. Okay. A lot's being done on the earth right now. Let me get this in the blue letter. Okay. Because for some reason, on the other app, my red letter doesn't want to show up. So let's go here to the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. We're going to start at verse 6. And this is red letters, and this is the words of Yahweh Shai. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. Damn it, I thought I had my do not disturb on Salakia. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right. Okay. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and we are in the beginning of sorrows. You have the wars and rumors of wars. You got the Russia and Ukraine war. You got the Israel and Palestine war. And then you got all these little proxy wars that's being, fought around about. We are in World War III, believe it or not. Okay. We're approaching the time of famines. Okay. People, can barely keep food on the table and pay their rent. Everything's going up. Everything is going up. You got pestilences, different diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, and it said that in Isaiah 29 and 6, that thou shalt be visited by the Lord with earthquakes. So this is another sign that we're being visited by the Lord. Okay. You see, it's not hard to see that, we're in those times. So now let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Let's go to verse 5. And it reads, Behold, said Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither do I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And the innocent and righteous blood goes into the hopeful elect, okay? That's out here, sighing and crying for the abominations being done in the midst. And the souls of the just are those of the hopeful elect that are back in the spirit world. Verse 9, therefore said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And our people is being led as a flock to the slaughter. Okay, I mean, look at this whole voting thing that they got our people, trying to do. And all that's going to do, if we make it, there's going to gender us into war. That's civil war. That's it. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall bring upon it. So holding that real quick, because, jumping back up to verse 6, when it says their wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, reminds me of this scripture here. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. And Babylon the Great is talking about here America. Okay, majority of, these plagues are going to happen worldwide, but the majority is going to be here in America. Okay, because this is where majority of the Lord's people is, held captive. Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Going into all these nations, taking part of, the wickedness of Babylon. And, oppressing the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Natives, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto a speckled bird, who look like the heathen nations, because they've been scattered amongst the heathen nations. But their bloodline and lineage goes back onto Jacob by way of their fathers. Okay? And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? Because they get rich off, oppressing Jacob. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Right? Her sins are reached unto heaven, man. The abundance of her iniquities. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Okay, and this time we're going to jump down to verse 14. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Nope, Salakia. Before I go here, going into Babylon is fallen, let's go to Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, and verse 6. Flee out the midst of Babylon. Okay, it's pretty much saying the same thing. Come out of her, my people. Okay, you do that spiritually, not mentally, not physically. And deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's vengeance. And we are in the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, for Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. And we just read that in Revelation. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her payment. Balm is a healing agent like Neosporin or something like that. If so be she may be healed, so they can heal this place. All these, different false promises that they're promising the people is not going to, bring America back or make America great again. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, so it's done for this place. Okay? There's nothing left here. So what are y'all trying to hold on for? Forsake her and let us go, everyone to his own country, for her judgment has reached unto the heaven and is lifted up even unto the skies. So now back to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. So woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is what the time we're approaching now with with the Civil War. With these elections, man. For there shall be a sedition or uprising among men in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the modern day sword is the gun. Okay? And they're not going to give a shit about what their government says, man. Okay? Because these people are starting to, they reaching their boiling points. They say enough is enough. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, martial law. For because of the pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. It's going into that famine, man. Okay? The love of many, which let's get that, is going to wax cold. Back in Matthew 24 in verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And people are getting cold towards each other. And then, the further analysis on the word cold, it goes to the Greek word psychosis, I believe, which goes into psycho. And these people are acting hella psychotic, man. But there's hope. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we got to endure these afflictions and keep on pushing and keep fighting and keep the faith until the end, until we beamed up on his chariots, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying, giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Habakkuk, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, and to you believing listeners out there. Shalom.